Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is Iron Factory IF EX-67 Scythe of Bifrons, their version of Hellbat from the Liokaiser team. I think I've been saying Liokaiser wrong this entire time. Anyway, you can see him there in front of the box. Go ahead and put him off the side real quick and take a look at that box. And yes, it is an Iron Factory box. So you have it's the white with the dots on one side. You got Bifrons there in front in both his modes. You got the Liokaiser there in the back. You got the window for the cutout. You got Iron Factory, and hey, look, there he is right there in the blue. There he is again. The figure on the side. Figure again on the side. On the bottom, you have some warnings and what's made in China and whatnot, and not for ages under 3. And please recycle. And on the back, you have a bunch of product shots and whatnot, including optional armor and a QR code, which just takes you to their Weibo page. Also comes with instructions, which are pretty straightforward for the most part. There are definitely a couple things it just kind of glosses right over, which is a little annoying, but it's not hard to figure out because it is a legend scale figure. So, Bifrons, Hellbat. I'm going to just call him Hellbat for most of this video. See there, getting in close a little bit, you can see a nicely picked out head right there. You got silver, the face mask, red eyes. More red eyes on the helmet. And this is the chest that's installed. This is the chest that's installed in the package. You got the silver and blue right there. And mostly blues and whites. You got some bits of yellow, here and there on the kneecaps, the waist. And of course, he got his wings and jet right back here, which it's supposed to be like this, right there. And yeah, pretty straightforward dude as a whole. So looks pretty good overall. Articulation, he's got a head is all the ball joints. You got left and right, up and down, all that stuff all around. Shoulders on ball joint. Oh, I think they're on ball joints, and they go all the way around. Although you have to watch the wings and that. You got biceps. Oh yeah, you got outward. This also going to get out of the way so you don't bang the head with the outward. Actually, multiple points of outward because there's on the ball joint there, and there's also. Yeah, there's another hinge right there, so you can get a lot, but eventually you kind of bang in the head. So that you got a bicep swivel. You do have a double jointed elbow, full curl right there. Wrists are on ball joints, so you have a swivel. I mean, even though they're on ball joints, there's really not much else you can do other than swivel. Waist can swivel, back and forth. You got, thanks to various things, you got an ab crunch right there. Also an extension bit because of how it transforms for combined mode. I'll get into that a little bit, but you kind of use that for things, but you can use that, I guess, for further ab crunching. You can make them crunch pretty hard. You can make them crunch pretty hard, is what I'm saying. There's that, and yeah, it's also clicky. Ball jointed hips, so you got forward. About that far, back, well, only that far because of the plate. Outward that far, you have a thigh swivel right there. Knees are double jointed, so you have, you should have more than that. At least I thought you would. I would. Oh, that's why, because unfortunately, yeah, you can see right there the tail fin is hitting the butt plate. So yeah, it kind of limits articulation there, unfortunately. Theoretically, this can bend farther, but the reality is just this tail fin gets in the way. And down here at the feet, though, you do have ankle tilts and forward and back, and the toe can move independently. Show that. Go independently up and down. It's just kind of stiff. And the heel technically can also move, although it's just back, or mostly for transformation, but that is something if you need that for whatever. So yeah, a decent amount of posability there. Thing. And also on top of that, the wings, they're on these ball joints, and they can be adjusted a little bit if you want them more swept back or forward, or even if you want to kind of go more Seeker-esque, you can get them turned around like that, and there you go. Now they're more Seeker-esque if you want, although again they're supposed to be the other way around, but you can change things how you want, so there you go. I'm just gonna get them back to where they were. So that, as for accessories, he's got several. Of course, you got the one for, you got this for combined mode. Yeah, this is for the nunchucks and staffs, depending on how you configure things. Every single one of them has these parts. This is also from combined mode. It's basically to help. There's a handle for the staff pieces. Some spikes on it. I'll show how that go again. I'll show how that works in the combined mode video. And he has got. Oh, I don't know. He's also got his chest master, breast master, whatever. It's a bat. You can see, and that can, you know, stand. Although balance is kind of a problem if you don't stand it correctly. Yeah, this thing also has ability. You can head can go forward and back. Wings can flap right there. The legs are on little ball joints, so they can go forward and back and a little bit outward, and that's your lot, really. Yeah, so little claws. Yeah, he does a nice bit of paint on the claws right there, and there's the eyes picked out nicely, but yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, little chest master, breast animal, chest animal, whatever you call it. He's also got, you know, fists, alternate hands, so he's got the closed fists by default. As you can see, he's also got, you know, kind of karate chop hands or saluting hands. He's got open palm hands, and he's got, well, weapon hands. And yeah, those are pretty easy to swap. Well, I say pretty easy, but unfortunately, because of how he's designed, he's a little weird. Namely, yeah, this just pops right out, and I have to often, yeah, do kind of weird stuff. And often I have to like, when I'm swapping hands, when I'm putting the new hand on, I have to like brace behind the panel so that it doesn't, you know, just collapse in. And just because I really do not want that. Yeah. Get this on there if it will cooperate. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I believe, unfortunately, if you have the, you have to use the closed fist, because otherwise things stick out in a weird way, and that kind of gets in the way. It's not too bad, because yeah, this is, I'm just showing for transformations. See, it sticks out a little tiny bit more than the closed fists. I think this, you can get away with keeping these ones on, but you know, just to FYI, if it doesn't quite work, then you know why, if you remember. But yeah, come on, stay standing. You were standing just fine, and now you're not. Anyway, of course, yeah, he's got this, once again, the spear that everyone does, which, you know, you can plop in his hand. You can pop off one of the pointy bits and put in his hand if you want. You can have him hold with two hands if you want. I'm not going to show it, but you can. I think I showed it before, because it's the same thing for all of them. Do that. He's got a sword. Almost look like a scimitar. Almost, not quite. Which again, just goes around his hand. No problem. He's only got the one. He's also got a dedicated gun, which, you know, looks pretty nice. Got the silver and white. Got the, you know, gunmetal gray barrels, and that again just goes right in his hand. No problem. And yeah, there's also the chest animal, which can just, you know, take this and fold the feet out, fold this, fold the wings in. Well, let me make sure to clear the feet. Collapse that in. Yeah. This way? Yeah, maybe this way. Yeah, I think it's that way. Yeah, we bring the feet out like that. You then take this piece right here. Yeah, there we go. Pop that out, and you can hold that as a gun, of course. Completely wrong. You don't even. You just kind of leave them, just spread them out. You don't even have. You don't even fold them either which way. Just looks odd. Oop. Of course. Yeah. You just, yeah, spread them out like that, and they can be gone. They see those little tiny barrels right there. But also can become new, you know, the chest armor. Just pop that off and pop this on. The thing is about this one is I am not really a fan of this particular one. I think it looks kind of bad if I can get this on there. Being real stubborn all of a sudden. There we go. Of course the plate pops off, but yeah, so one thing is this head does not want to fold down all the way, and I don't think it looks good. I think this is actually probably the weakest of all of them, just the chest animal. absolutely strongly prefer the fake one. It just doesn't look particularly good in my opinion. So that's a little unfortunate. And he also has a couple of accessories, but yeah. Actually, I'll just show him off. Yeah, he's also got this clip piece, which is, again, this is for the combined mode. I'll show how that works. And then this part, which, yeah, this is also for the combined mode. This is basically, yep, he's got him and, well, Guy-Hawk will have the least amount of extra bits to attach for combined mode, which is nice to a degree, but yeah. That's kind of the, yeah, that's Hellbat, the Bifrons, yeah. Yeah, I think the robot mode looks great for the most part, just I don't really like the test animal or whatever. Don't really like it that much. Just don't think it looks very good, so there's that, but yeah, my biggest problem with it is just the head doesn't seem to want to go down all the way, you know? It just seems like it hits a point where it's like it just pops itself back up, which is like, that doesn't look good. It's real quick comparisons though, because of course, yep, we got to do the whole, yeah, not too bad so far. 5 of the 6 members, although there's also, of course, the secret 7th member, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, and one other comparison I almost forgot. Completely forgot about doing one other comparison, which is the Combiner Wars Hellbat, or Fellbat. Now he's going to be called Ellbat, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, you know, because, you know, his name's Ellbat, isn't it? But yeah, there's that. I've got all out of the way, so it's now time to go ahead and get him transformed into his vehicle mode. So to do that, first things first is take the fists here and just rotate them and then tuck them away like that, and then rotate 180 and tuck them away like that. Let's get those out of the way. Straighten out the arms and everything, and then what you want to do here is then take their head and rotate 180 degrees like that. What you do here, you want to go ahead and bring the jet cockpit up, get the wings out of the way, and rotate this around and bring this down over top. Make sure that's all straightened out. And this will get the wings out of the way. Bring that down over top like that, and they'll just kind of sit there like so. And the head will just kind of then just be pushed up into there in that little crevice right there like that. Then down here at the feet, what you want to do is take the feet, the toes, and move those and rotate those up like this and like this. Just, you know, fold those up. Bring out the landing gear like so. It's the landing gear. They'll kind of rest into that little notch right there in the front of the toe, or not the notch, but yeah, right there. It's kind of right there, like that. Then you go ahead and open up the backs of the legs, right there, and right there, and then collapse the legs in and in. You don't want to go all the way in quite yet. You want to then start collapsing those back up like that, and tab them, bring them together. Bring the legs together and also tab them into the butt plate like that. Now, the wings here, what you want to do here is they're on these little armatures. You want to rotate them at this. You want to rotate them right here, that hinge. Will cooperate. Rotate at that hinge, and then rotate at the ball joint and bring it down. This is weird. There's a little tab right here, which will go in this little slot right there, and this tab right here will go in that slot right there. And it's a little. Sometimes it fights a bit on getting, you know, all lined up and nice like that, and bring it down like that. Same thing on this side. Yeah, actually maybe easier to do it like this. Yeah, bring that down and tab that in, and rotate this around and tab it in back here. Like so. Like that. Also now take the arms here, and they're on a hinge. There's a hinge right here on the side of the torso. You want to bring that hinge down and bring the arms around. And right here, there's a little tab on this arms will go. You want to rotate the arm up like this, and this tab right here will go into the wing. It's all said and done. bring that tab up the wing like that. And again on this side, bring down the arm down, armature down, rotate the arm at the bicep and bring it all the way down, and tab the arm in at the wing, like so. And you can also bring out the landing gear up front as well. You can leave the chest armor on as you want. I'm going to go ahead and take it off though because it's going to get in the way. But you can leave this chest armor. You can't leave the chest animal on, but you can leave the chest armor on. There you go. That's Hellbat, or Bifrons in his vehicle mode. His back end would tab together. Stay tabbed together. There we go. Yeah. Hellbat here is a pretty decent looking jet thing. You know, you got the little tiny the front little I don't know what these are called, but the little tiny wings in the front. You got the big old wings in the back again with the white and yellow right there, mostly blue. You got a translucent orange cockpit. Yeah, it's more of a coppery, kind of golden, yellow. But yeah, and of course you got the robot mostly chilling out underneath. Not really much changing there. Wheels, they don't roll or anything, but they're there, for the landing gear. Also, there's really not a whole lot, I have to say about this mode other than, it sure is a jet. Looks like a jet. Thing is, you can see that the head just kind of, just right there. It's just right there, not really, hiding away or anything. Even though it can hide away, you can't do it while it's in this mode because of how it transforms. Yeah, it's a decent jet overall. The only thing is back here doesn't want to stay tabbed in really well. See that? It just doesn't want to stay tabbed in. But on that, it's actually pretty solid overall. Again, you can leave the solid chest piece on there if you want, but the chest animal can't really stay on there because it will be too thick for this. So yeah, it's a good jet overall. I mean, again, it's the thing that most jets have, most of these kind of jets have, which is, yep, there's just a robot chilling underneath, but where else is it gonna go? So yeah, there you go. Pretty solid little jet overall. The only thing my only complaint about mine is just simply tail fins won't come together all the way, but tail fin, I should say. Regardless, comparisons. Here it is with the Combiner Wars version, right there, which is definitely not the right jet, but not gonna completely retool it because for a weird. Yeah, there you go on that. 5 of the 6 members, we're almost there. And of course, there's one final mode to get into, which is the combined mode, which you kind of have to mostly take a large chunk of it back to robot mode. So go ahead and fold the landing gear in the front away there. It's interesting. So yeah, untab the wings from the arms in the side, and untab the wings from the arms on the side. Pretty much gonna take those and rotate those back onto those these little armatures, and then rotate those armatures up and away from the tabs and slots, and just get that all kind of put away there. You're gonna do here with these arms, you're gonna bring those back up on the little hinges right here. Bring those back up like so, and like so. Now, the cockpit here, what you want to do is I want to untap that and getting the wings out of the way a bit. To untap it and rotate it around. Okay, make sure it doesn't get stuck on anything. Rotate that around like this, and bring up. Yeah, see these bits? You got to bring those up like that. The little vent pieces, they got to be brought up like that, so the cockpit's looking like this. You got to open up, then you got to untab this. You got to bring that down so you can open this up, and then also extend this part right here. You got to extend that part right there like that. You got to bring the head in. Bring the head in like so. A little bit of leave. You want to leave it like this. Bring the head in and then close this back up like that. And kind of leave everything like so, and bring the wings up like this and bring this down, and That'll chill out like that. And then the arms here, what you want to do is rotate them back forward like this. Rotate the biceps so the elbows are facing forward again. Rotate the shoulders back and then collapse, you know, use both elbow joints. And then this tab right here will go in this slot right there. Make sure that all lines up. And then same thing on this side. Bring the shoulder back. Bring the elbows forward and then tab it in to the side right there. Like that. Make sure that's all lined up. So, done here, you also want to go ahead and take the thrusters and fold those back like this. Like that. Those will fold back like that. Now here, what you want to do, this is going to be the right or left arm. So you want to rotate it like that. Rotate it like this, right there. And then the piece you want to bring in this little white clamp piece. This will go over like that. Kind of hide away some of the details right there. And then you take this piece right here, and this will tab over this. Yes, the wheels are supposed to be extended for this. This goes slots over like that. And now, with all that, you have it in the arm mode. And yep, that is the arm mode. I'm not going to do any comparisons of this. Again, we're going to do the I think I'm going to do the comparisons between the modes. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that until the actual full combined video because that's real close anyway. So, yeah, there you go. This is the arm mode. As they describe. There is some things you can do with this, and again, I'll talk about those in the combined mode video. But yeah, CR mode as a whole, it's surprisingly good. It's surprising. This is the least amount of kibble, or not kibble, but extra bits are added on. It's only this plate and this piece, and actually most of the mass of the arm is the actual figure, which I appreciate that that's finally, I guess, a thing again. But yeah. It's just kind of generally interesting what they did here, how they did this. This stuff is kind of free-floating. It doesn't really, like, tab in anywhere. It doesn't, you know. So it just kind of sits there, but it does look cool. So, yeah, that's the arm mode. And, yeah. As a whole, Bifrons here, Hellbat, is a pretty good figure. Rather like him. In fact, I think my favorite is still Liokaiser, but Bifrons here, yeah, the Liokaiser. So, but this Hellbat is actually pretty good overall. Well, again, my complaints, there really aren't any. I don't really have a whole lot of complaints with this guy. The only thing is sometimes maneuvering the wings around can be a little fiddly, but it's not too hard to, you know, figure it out. Oh, my other complaint was simply the chest animal is kind of crap. It doesn't bounce well, and when you plug it into his chest, it looks bad. It just doesn't do its job very well, honestly. So, but safely, it can be safely ignored. So there's that. But it's good. And I think once again, even without the combined mode stuff, it's got a decent amount of stuff with it, which is good. And it comes with a decent amount of stuff, so you can you know. It's, as a standalone toy, it's pretty good, but as a part of a combined mode figure, combined mode is going to be also pretty great too. And yeah, I think he's pretty good. If you haven't already picked him up, try to go ahead and try to get one if you haven't already. Although I'm seeing it's already selling out in a lot of places, but you know, since they're already reissuing some of the earlier ones, it wouldn't be surprising if they reissue some of the later ones too. So I guess keep an eye out for that. Yeah, it'll cost you about, what was it, $40? I think total, at least from Show Z. I want to say it was like $40 or something, $40, $45, something. I don't remember now. It was close to $50. I think it was close to $50 all total. Yeah, it's a pretty good, solid detail. It's a pretty good, solid figure. It's got a great amount of posability in the robot mode. The transformation's pretty simple but fun, and the alt mode it's a pretty neat little jet. And you know, that's about it. And that's all you can really ask for. So I guess on that front. So there you go. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.